Hi everyone, I wanted to take a little time today to talk about two games that cover the same Napoleonic era battle. The Bataille de Auerstaedt was the first Le Bataille series game that I purchased back in 1984. Over the decades, I've probably played it about a dozen times. I also had the opportunity to play test for the Marshall Enterprise designers their new series of battles dealing with the campaign in 1806 in Prussia. And included in that set is their take on the Battle of Auerstaedt, which they are calling the Battle of Hassenhausen. And I probably played that about 4 times as part of playtesting as well as afterwards, and had a lot of discussions with the other playtesters about that particular battle, the observations of which I'm happy to share with you in the upcoming video. We're going to be comparing the Le Bataille de Auerstaedt, and we'll be comparing it with Marshall Enterprises' 2017 publication of La Bataille de Hassenhausen. First thing that we should look at is the scale of this particular battle. In the most recent publication, they have elected to have the battle depicted on 2 maps. That's going to make it significantly a larger play area than had been on the original. Here I've placed the first edition map on top of the new 2017 map. I've put Hassenhausen more or less on top of Hassenhausen on the new map. And you can see the scale is a little bit different. Here we have Puncherau, and there it is on the new map. If we go up here to the north, we'll see Spielberg, and then there's Spielberg over there. So the scale of the hexes seems to have changed somewhat between those publications. Another interesting change has to do with the road network. We have on the old first edition map this road that runs along from one end of the board where the Prussians come in, past these various villages in the path to Hassenhausen. And then we have the sunken road, which runs along Hassenhausen. And you see that's rather considerable on this map, and then eventually goes off. And that's where the French enter their reinforcements. With the new Marshall Enterprise version, we have the town of Auerstaedt actually is on the map, and we have some additional roads that come across and help bring connections to the main battlefield. The one thing that is a major difference, though, is that these roads terminate at the villages, where the others ran alongside the village. The way the rules are, when you get to those villages, you no longer have road order, and as such you have to kind of move around the village or very slowly through it. We looked at the sunken roads next to Hassenhausen. Here it's just merely 3 hexes long. In the other map it was a little bit longer than that. We also then have some roads that run out towards Spielberg, and then connecting there to Puncherau, and then off the map. Now if we want to do a straight up comparison of the village of Hassenhausen, we have the wall that runs along the orchard looking spaces there, 3 hexes. The town itself, in the first edition map, looks like it has 7 hexes altogether. Now looking at the new map, more or less from the same orientation, we see that Hassenhausen is only 4 hexes. We do still see the wall there along the what had been orchards. Now it looks like it's cultivated hexes. And of course, to the west of the town are the sunken road. In this case, it's 3 hexes. In the first edition, it was 8 hexes long. Now, if we move east to west from Spielberg over towards Hassenhausen, and then further to the south, you'll see there's lots of slopes, lots of hills, and of course a body of trees pretty close by. Now if we look at the Hassenhausen map, more or less covering the same area, we see that a lot of those slopes have disappeared. A lot of the little woods and trees have also disappeared. And there's a rather considerable distance from Hassenhausen to the hills and forested area to the west of the town.